According to the Humane Society, more than 400,000 people buy puppies online every year, most of them without ever actually having seen the pet. And while the internet can be a convenient and sometimes less expensive way to buy a puppy, Matt Mahar reports our investigation also found it can lead to heartbreak.
Do you want that one?
11-year-old Casey learned the hard way how risky it can be to buy puppies over the internet.
I would always dream of opening up a present and seeing a dog in there.
Her parents ordered a King Charles Cavalier puppy from this website, brushycreekkennel.com. It cost $1,000 less than what local breeders were charging. Casey's dad, Dan Poor.
We worked out all the arrangements, sent them a check for the dog, and went to pick him up at the San Francisco airport.
I just wanted to hug him forever.
But within days, the puppy started coughing. They took him to a vet.
He found out that it was chronic lung disease, so then we had to send him back, which was really sad because I got really attached to him over that time.
It took 9 months, but Brushy Creek finally sent a new puppy.
When we first saw him, he was just shivering and cold, and he was just very sick.
He was almost comatose, couldn't drink, couldn't eat. Woke up in a pool of his own vomit.
The Poors, who live near San Francisco, say they spent close to $2,000 trying to save the puppy. But after 2 days, he had to be euthanized.
Talk about breaking a parent's heart. To see them shedding tears over a lost puppy, imagine.
Brushy Creek is actually operated out of this modest-looking ranch house in Hockley, Texas, about 40 miles outside of Houston. It's owned by this man, David Moore. Posing as a customer, we went there with a hidden camera. We were shown many different kinds of puppies. Turns out, Moore was actually running over a dozen websites selling various breeds. And look at this filthy schnauzer used for breeding. Its nails haven't been trimmed in months.
You're a mess, Mama.
We showed the video to Stephanie Shane of the Humane Society of the United States.
She is very dirty. That is very likely a mixture of feces and urine and water caked up on this dog's fur.
Carol Ritter of Houston's Better Business Bureau says they've received dozens of complaints about Brushy Creek.
I think that they're hurting people. I think they're taking people's money. They're taking advantage of people.
This is Brooke.
And this woman, a Houston area breeder, used to be in business with Moore. Lisa Bushman says he sold her dozens of sick dogs. She sued him and won a judgment of nearly $350,000. She says Moore would knowingly ship sick puppies to families with kids.
He brags about the fact that once they have the puppy, they're not going to bring it back because it's going to break the kid's heart.
Working with the Humane Society, we ordered a puppy from one of Moore's websites, westycity.com. We paid $750. The puppy was shipped from Houston to New York's LaGuardia Airport. It was shivering and looked scared when we opened the door to the shipping crate. We were promised an 11-week-old Westie, but that's not what we got.
And this male dog is at least 6 months of age.
Other problems? Our Westie has a nasty-looking rash on his feet and skin. After the puppy began to limp, the Humane Society took him to another vet who determined the puppy has hip and knee problems, a sign of poor breeding, and an intestinal parasite called Giardia, which can infect humans. Brushy Creek's owner, David Moore, has not responded to our request for comment. The bottom line, according to the Humane Society, there's no way of telling anything about a breeder from just looking at a website.
Our advice is you never buy a puppy from anyone unless you see where that puppy was born and raised and the conditions that the puppy's parents are kept in.
And if you're wondering, that cute little guy that we ordered, the Humane Society has named our dog Baxter, and Baxter's being placed with a very good family. By the way, we checked today, and that website that we got Baxter from, as well as several others operated by David Moore, are no longer online. If you'd like to know more about the right way to adopt a dog or buy a dog, come to InsideEdition.com for some tips. Still to come today, Kirstie Alley revealed her slimmed-down body on